Welcome to another episode of the Apocalypse. I am your guide, Niklas. I hope you're having a splendid morning. It seems the beast proclaims 1 billion in exchange for free reign in America. Open, naked corruption. Thanks, Rubes.
Yes, yesterday, I don't know if you saw the post Donnie Shitbags put out on Truth Social. It basically went like this. I just looked at it 2 seconds ago for about the 9th time because it's just so blatantly naked and open in what its intent is. Basically, Donnie said in a paragraph on his money laundering thing that any company who invests $1 billion in the United States will have expedited permits, environmental regulations. They can just free reign, do whatever they want, and build their shit in 2 days. Damn all the regulations. It's just, it's about investment in the U.S. But here's the thing that people don't understand about Donnie, even to this day, after all they've seen, which is, again, frightening. I see comments by people I respect, people that know what's up, a lot of comments to this effect. When they saw that post and they realize there's always a grift involved, of course, it's Donnie. They see that. People would make comments like, as long as you give him his cut or something like that, or you pay him $1 million or something like that. Did you not read the message, people? How come so many people don't know Donnie Shitbags by this point? What did I say on video, I don't know, a month ago, weeks ago? Donnie views everything as his. He views himself as king or emperor, and he wants to be treated that way. He always has, even in his first term. Donnie doesn't want a cut. Donnie wants it all. So when Donnie makes a proclamation and writes the figure 1 billion, that means you have to pay him 1 billion. Why? Because Donnie sees the U.S. as his. That military is his. Those classified documents are his. That's why he walked out with 3,000 of them last time. That seat is his. That's why he tried to overthrow the government to keep it. This America is his. Those tariffs that he's imposing on everyone, that's his money. That's why he loves tariffs so much. And that's the only reason, because he views everything that is the people's as his. You didn't learn that the first 4 years, children? Even the people, on Twitter that I respect? You people didn't learn that yet. So when Donnie Shitbags puts a figure of 1 billion up there, son, that means if you want to come here and have free reign in America, you pay Donnie 1 billion. You don't know what you're dealing with yet, son? And when Donnie makes jokes or flat out statements about annexing Canada, that means Donnie wants to annex Canada. We didn't learn this yet, people. We don't know what we're dealing with yet. I did all the way back in 2015. That's why I was screaming about it. That's why I'm screaming about it now. So in my opinion, based on what I've seen, based on the fact that Donnie is an adjudicated criminal, a convicted felon, a adjudicated rapist, adjudicated fraud, and attempted to overthrow our government. Based on all that, when Donnie says he wants $1 billion, or if you invest in the United States $1 billion, Again, you don't get it. When replace the word United States with the word M-E, me. If you give me or invest $1 billion in me, you can come to America and have expedited processes and get your business up and running as fast as you want to. Don't worry about any environmental regulate, none of that. As long as you pay the bill, son. And don't worry, I'm going to come back at you again and ask for more, because the mob always does. They never satisfied with just hitting you once. Do you hear me, Google? You think Vlad ain't going to take more? He going to take more. And he got Donnie to come at you. Take it directly now. All it's going to take is a phone call. Mr. Sundar, I need $100 million. What do you think about that? I already know what the answer will be, and I already know whose bank account the money will end up in. That's what you enabled. That's what you made happen. So I just want to be clear. When Donnie says invest $1 billion in America and you can do whatever, the Saudis want to come in, the Chinese, the Russians, whoever. You want to buy up something of America's? You want to start a business? You need an aquifer or something? What do you need? $1 billion. That's all. Then you get whatever you want. That's what Donnie means. You pay him $1 billion. Those tariffs, he sees that as his money. Why do you think he's all about it? That Oval Office, he sees that as his. That Air Force One, he sees that as his. He sees this country as his. Everything. All that tax money he sees as his. That you pay. That is the beast. That is Donnie Shitbags in a nutshell. You haven't seen it by his behavior? When he walked out with 3,000 classified documents. When he says things like, since I own the country now, since I'm emperor, just pay me $1 billion or invest $1 billion in America, and I'll let you do whatever you want. And I'll put it right on my Truth Social for millions, the entire world to see, right before I'm about to be president of the United States. Put a figure of $1 billion there. He wants to be realistic. He doesn't expect oligarchs and Saudi princes to pay him, $100 billion. Now $1 billion, it's nothing to them. It's nothing. And that's a good point. Leon Scum, worth 200-some billion. What number could he eventually get to where he would be satisfied and stop being a sociopath? Does anyone know a number? Does anyone think that number exists? Because I don't think it does. Because once you have 200-some billion dollars, what you got to worry about for the next, 9 generations of your family, unless you're a total moron, it's hard to even spend $200 billion over a lifetime. Unless you're just a flat-out fucking idiot. So what number... All of you oligarchs, I could ask, what number will you get to where you just, all right, I have enough now. 500 billion, that's enough. I can retire now, just relax and not ruin people's lives and not try and make the world a worse place with all this privilege I've been given. Oh, God. So, yes, in short, when Donnie puts a figure of $1 billion and says, if you invest $1 billion in America, you can do whatever you want. That means if you give Donnie $1 billion, he doesn't hide shit. Do you notice how comfortable Donnie is? That tweet about the $1 billion shows how comfortable Donnie is. Because everybody knows what that is. That's Donnie saying. And there's no reason to give him the benefit of the doubt either, people. I don't know why you are. He's saying you give me $1 billion and, by investing it in America, AKA my pocket, you can do whatever you want. That's what Donnie's saying. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. I don't know why people haven't seen this yet. People think he's joking about everything. That's what I keep hearing from people. Oh, he's joking. He's just saying that, No, he's not joking. He thinks he's emperor now. He just proved it yet again by putting a tweet up in front of billions of people across the world. That's C for a $1 billion investment in America, aka my baggy. Oh! He can do whatever you want. Oh, now Donna Cokie Jr. They dumped Kimberly. Did you see that? A lot of things happening after Donnie won. You notice that? People shooting CEOs. Countries attempted overthrows of countries. Syria has fallen. Assad groveling in Moscow. Vlad like, yeah, just stay away from the stairs. You'll be all right. Or stay away from the windows, excuse me. You'll be all right. I got you. And Kimberly, back to Kim Guilfoyle. She's obviously out. She got ambassador to Greece. We got Kimberly Guilfoyle as ambassador to a country. Thanks, Roops. Why is she ambassador to a country? Because Donald Jr., the raging coquette, dumped her. Is going out with someone, a little more sleek. A little more that, that fits the new image of the emperor's son. So I assume it went like this. I assume Donnie called Kimmy up and said, hey, all right, Kim, you're out. Sorry, but don't worry. We got you. We're going to make you ambassador to Greece. Don't worry about it. Stop crying. Stop crying. It's okay. Just, take the job. Be a good girl. Keep your mouth shut. And, stay away from the stairwells. You know what I'm saying? We love you, Kimmy. Good luck. Good luck with everything. Have a good day. I imagine the conversation went something like that. In other words, Kimmy got a job in exchange for keeping her mouth shut about the family because she's seen everything. And I mean everything. So I hope for Kimmy's sake, she stays away from stairwells and stairs. And, I hope she enjoys the job. Because believe me, she's thinking about all these things I just said. So that happened. I saw lawsuits against Leon Scum for severance packages. And I must say this, you oligarchs, when you're beluga whale shaped and all that, you want to project this image of the strong male going into a company and making it efficient and blah, blah, fucking blah. Hey, if you're going to come into a company like the big tough guy, daddy's boy who was born rich, if you're going to come into a company and pretend you're a tough guy, be a big man, big tough man, and fire everybody, could you at least pay them their severance, you fucking scumbag? You fucking deadbeat. Richest man in the world. Yeah, all you tough guys that come into these companies, just buy in and fucking walk in there like you something and start firing people that actually work for a living. Maybe pay them what you owe them, scumbags. Maybe take a break from the yacht for a day and make sure everyone gets paid. Since you a big man, you worth all that money, right? You a tough guy. You Mr. Efficiency expert. Yeah, it gets real efficient when you don't pay none of the bills, huh? Fucking deadbeat. My God, people with millions and billions in the bank dare tell someone they ain't paying their bills. And act like that's a good thing. But when a poor person can't pay they're a scumbag. They're a deadbeat. They're a loser. Right, Mr. Scum? I saw a tweet by Mr. Scum the other day, too. That calling all homeless people homeless is like unfair. I'm paraphrasing. Because most of them are violent drug addicts. Says the guy running around on Special K every day. Who looks like a fucking beluga whale. Who was born on third and thinks he hit a triple. Fucking deadbeat. who can't pay the ex-employees, even though most of the purchase was paid for by the Saudis and fucking Russia. Oh my God, you're so pathetic. So yeah, I'm not just speaking to scum here. All you big tough oligarch guys, right? You're walking around, $9,000 suit, I'm running it all. All you fucking deadbeats. You fire 1,000 people and then you don't pay them. Tough guys. But hey, at least you got security to throw them out, right? Don't gotta get your hands dirty. Better be careful, people. Mr. Luigi's becoming a folk hero. Is this what you wanted? Rubes, CEOs, oligarchs? You want shit like that trending? I tried to warn you, right, son? All you wise people at the top making millions, judging me and others, making our lives miserable, stifling competition, making sure no one else has a chance. Yet you can't pay your fucking bills. Deadbeats. So I'm seeing a lot of comments, and I want to make it real fucking clear. I do not endorse gunning people down on the street. In fact, I've been talking shit against school shootings, all this kind of shit. It's the Wild West in this fucking country. Now people want to get worried when a CEO gets gunned down, right? I knew it would come to all of your doorsteps eventually. I knew it. You want this Wild West gun culture over here? You got it, motherfucker. Are you happy now? Anyway, I didn't want to see my country turn into a place where people get gunned down on sidewalks like Russia. I tried to warn you. You listen to me all day to see what you can use to put a strike on my shit and take me down, but you don't accept the wisdom, son. Hardly any of you. I think I've proven myself in motherfucking spades, haven't I? I think I have, and that's the only opinion that fucking matters to me. In this regard. Tried to warn you. Now this dude's starting to trend. I'm starting to see a lot of positive comments about this guy. I never wanted my country to turn into that. And I don't got no positive comments about it. I tried to warn you people about what was coming. If you allowed it, if you helped it along, if you enabled it, if you made it happen. Be careful. I warned you this guy could become trend and you all could have a lot of fucking problems. One guy's already in the grave. A person that's not supposed to be able to be touched by regular society, right, guys? That's the world you had. Until you helped push the MAGA thing along by taking the Russian money, you people that did. By allowing the talking points to spread for decades. By making it a horse race in the press. By not telling the truth. This is what you have wrought, rubes and oligarchs and CEOs. Be real careful. I'm starting to see this guy become like a folk hero. That's because of you people. You put the Cernoviches, the Joneses, the Russian talking points. You helped embolden and create the MAGA thing. So I was wrong. It wasn't a mob hit by some of Putin's people. But it still falls under the blanket of what I'm talking about. Now you've got, even worse, you've got random cultists that follow Thale and Rogan and Musk, etc., and they want to be like them. All those people you helped steal America? Talking to social media companies. and the press and CEOs and oligarchs. All those people you help because you wanted tax cuts, whatever, deregulation, whatever, oligarch utopia. Can't enjoy oligarch utopia if you dead, son. That's what I've been trying to tell you rich folk. Since before the election, even if you shut me down 39 million times, I shouldn't even care about you. I should be clapping. I should be cheering this shit on after what you people have done to me. But I'm not. Because I ain't you. I'm a different breed. And I don't want to see, whoever you are, I don't see nobody gunned down on the sidewalk like a dog. Whether I despise you or not. It's the difference, again, between me and you. Tried to warn you. This guy's becoming trend. Be careful. Be careful, guys. Is this what you wanted? Too late, you got it now. And expect a call from Donnie or his people in the future on a repeated basis. You know, just like the area mobsters go around to all the stores and they say, hey, I see you doing good business over here. You need protection. It's really dangerous in this neighborhood. So you know what? You're going to pay us $1,000 a day. That's not a problem, is it? That's what you have wrought. That's what you have enabled. The worst of gangsters. The kind of gangsters that just steal $100 million like it ain't shit from one of the biggest companies on earth. And no one does a fucking thing. And they say thank you. And they still put the talking points up. Those are the kind of people we're talking about. That nobody wants to fuck with. There's only one guy in the near future that will be able to take those people on. That will be Donnie Shitbags. He'll have control of the U.S. military. Nothing can fuck with that. So if I were you guys, I'd worry too. Because it's usually the mobster with the biggest hammer that wins. So again, we have a world now, just since the election, that I tried to warn all you people about for years. But again, Nick's got to be wrong and you've got to be right. The oligarchs are all wise. The CEOs are all wise. The people that want tax cuts, that don't care about the future. They just want oligarch utopia. Just like the ones that stole our country. Or excuse me, that were given our country. So again, since the election, CEO assassin kills a man. I read his manifesto too. It's very just black and white, no emotion. Strange. Says he wasn't working with anyone in the first sentence. Strange. Anyway. And again, I'm seeing on the internet this person become trend, which is real fucking dangerous, and no, I don't endorse it. I tried to warn you people against this happening. Because I actually give a fuck about my country, unlike you people that I was warning at the top. Martial law in South Korea. Attempted overthrow of the government. Attempted overthrow of Romania. Thwarted for now. An overthrow in Georgia that they're trying to get rid of. Any democratic country, do you see the pattern, children? Vlad wants to take down any democratic country because that is his enemy. That idea, freedom. The freedom to where someone can't just grab you and throw you in a dungeon for 30 years just because they don't like you. And that's the norm. Have you seen the dungeons of Assad? I didn't know he was that brutal. Holy fuck. These are the types of people we're dealing with. Assad, Putin, Donnie Shitbags. You have Putin in a corner, but he knows he has America, and he might have Canada as well. They've infiltrated Canada from the inside. There are many stupid people in Canada as well, just like America. Don't think it can't happen there. Don't think some shenanigans can't be pulled either, because that's what they said happened in Romania. It can happen. It happened here. It can happen anywhere, and there ain't that many democracies left, honestly, for Vlad to go after. I see his people in all of them. I see him in Britain. I see him everywhere. All the democracies in Europe. He wants them all, because without that, he gets loyalists, thugs like him in all the key positions, head of Canada, head of America, head of Britain, etc. He wins. Game over. He already has America, the most powerful thing on earth, empire on earth right now. He owns it. So he could take on anybody he wants right now, actually. Donnie could. Got open statements about if you invest $1 billion in America, you can do whatever you want. Just openly, out in the open. Yeah, give me $1 billion and I'll let you do whatever. Because I'm comfortable now. This ain't the first term. It's a whole new level of comfort. Naked, blatant, out in your face corruption. Unashamed, unapologetic. That's where we're at now. That's what I was warning you against. I literally said this before the... Do you want Russia? That's what it's like in Russia. Blatant, naked, in-your-face corruption, and you best not say shit about it. Or you go into the gulag. Maybe never coming back. And if you do come back, you ain't never gonna be the same. Might be a vegetable. Do you want that in America? That's the question I was asking all you people at the bottom, in the middle, at the fucking top. Well, you've already got it. It's too late now. You did not listen. You used the time when you listened to me to shut me down instead of listening to the motherfucking wisdom. Such a shame. Now we've all lost our country because of you. Anyway, until the next episode of The Apocalypse, have a wonderful day.